everybody, welcome back to the Techegy podcast. This is Games of the Month, and if you care at all about what we're playing, which I would imagine that you probably do not, then listen to this podcast, or don't if you don't care. Yeah. So what have you guys been playing since the last one? It's been a while. We didn't do this podcast, or we didn't do this episode, this series in December. So I guess you have 2 months worth to talk about. Or what have you guys been playing since the last one?
Who wants to go first?
Somebody volunteer.
Andre said he'll go first. Like the Brady Bunch here, watching it on our screens.
It does.
Had a little bit more time with Midnight Suns, which is really growing on me. I'm at the point though to where you get stuck on a mission and you do it like 50 times and you start getting frustrated. So I put that down for a while, and now I've gone back to playing the Division 2 and the expansion pack. And I forgot how fun that game is. Really immersive, especially if you're using your headset. So that's what I've been playing. Oh, and Marvel Snap. It's starting to get my money now.
I think this
Snap!
isn't everybody playing that?
Well, are y'all?
Everybody jumped on that train. What's the name of the expansion pack for the Division?
It is.
It's Division 2, right?
Yeah, Division 2, Warlords of New York.
Warlords of New York. Got it. Cool. I have to check that out because it's been a while since I've played the Division. That's Tom Clancy's The Division, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Cool. Well, there. Andre's got his recommendation for.
Check them out.
Check them out. What have you guys been playing? Both MM or MC, whoever, which M wants to go first.
I'll go ahead and I'll kick in. So I think I got one of the Oculus Quest, or the Meta. I guess it's now Meta Quest 2s, and so there's two games that I really am enjoying that you know a lot out of them. In fact, I'm actually sore from playing them the other day because I don't know about you guys, but the Bowling Forever is just an amazing game. If you like bowling, and who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? It's a lot of fun in the VR world, and I think Bowling Forever just makes it just enough arcade and combines it with just enough arcade, just enough realism where you're not having to overthink it. So I probably have played 100 rounds over the last 2 weeks of that bowling game. Had a lot of fun. The 70s lane is probably my favorite. It plays Celebration by Kool and the Gang. Nice. And it plays some of the other 70s music, before JC was born.
Oh yeah. Well, 20 years before I was born.
Yeah. The stuff that the rest of us.
I don't. Does Andre? Were you weren't born in the 70s, were you?
Yeah, I'm 73.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, born in 73.
I thought I had some backup here, apparently, but apparently not.
You have no backup. We remember Kool and the Gang, man.
I would have been 8 years old.
Question for you real quick, a good accompaniment, excuse me. That's a hard word to say, actually. Accompaniment.
After a few drinks, it's real hard to say.
A good accompaniment for that game, I hear, is Nursing Home VR.
So the other game, I'm just going to ignore that. the other game. Well, there's a bar fight game.
Yes, there is. And did you get it?
I have not.
Oh, you have to get it because it's multiplayer.
Is it multiplayer?
It is multiplayer. We can all play it and be in this bar and just start bar fights.
I'm trying to talk my wife into getting one of the VR headsets.
The game, I think it's cheap too, right? It's only like $10 or $15.
Yeah, it's not expensive.
Well, we're gonna get it and we're gonna play it and we're gonna talk about it next month.
All right. Yeah, that'll be player name.
Yes, that's a good player name episode.
It's a good player name. But
I'm pretty sure I already own it, actually. I just haven't played it yet. But I've seen people play it.
Michael and I have been talking about it because we were looking at the reviews on that game are very good. But
yes.
The bowling game, I can't recommend a game any higher than that. The other game that I'm playing in VR that I actually just started playing and getting over some of the nuances of it is the miniature golf game Walkabout Golf. I'm finding that it is actually, I think it's going to improve my putting skills because it's actually forcing me. One of the things, I went golfing with Michael for the first time in like 20 years last year, and my long game is fine. My short game sucks. So, one of the things I learned that I was doing wrong, and I learned it from Walkabout, is that I'm not pushing through. When you're putt, I'm stopping the moment I hit the ball, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to kind of come through with it. That's something that immediately I was able to correct in Walkabout Golf. And both these games were on sale for the Christmas, season, and they were like $10 each. Both games have been a lot of fun. With me, any new technology that I get always has the risk. Will I play it for 10 minutes, put it on the shelf, and then never touch it again, and then have to sell it at some point because I want some new toy? The VR, the Quest thing is turning into something that I'm actually using. I mean, it could actually be something that I end up, using at least a couple of times a week over the next few years.
Sure.
So it was a good investment. Both those games, I can't recommend them any higher. A lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you had a lot of fun with Retirement Simulator 2022.
Yeah, no, it's if they just had a drinking simulator, that would be, maybe that's the game that Andre and I developed together.
There you go.
Yeah,
got it.
Actually, for Andre and I, it would be Red Robin Simulator.
Be careful because they might already be one.
That seems to be the one place we go eat, doesn't it, Andre? Is Red Robin?
Yeah, it is.
Red Robin.
Careful. We're
gonna
get
they are not a sponsor. They are
not a sponsor. You can't copyright strike us. We didn't say the whole tune.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not a sponsor.
The jingle before they get you.
I don't know.
They do strike the jingle, Sean?
I don't know. I just said that because we've gotten a couple copyright strikes in the past for just weird stuff. So we'll have to do an episode where we talk about the copyright strikes. That'd be interesting.
That would be very interesting.
We've had quite a few to the point where I actually I got a warning about it, and that's why I kind of said no more sharing video there a while back over the summer, remember? Because that's when it was happening, because we were sharing video, and it didn't occur to me that when I edited it in the audio to put in the podcast for like just the audio, and then I left it in the video, and then we were getting copyright strikes for just like generic elevator music in these videos too. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, MC, what have you been playing?
Oh, lots. Since it was Christmas time, I played a lot of stuff. I ended up buying Sonic Adventures, which I think is really good. I thought it played really well. All them scare things of there's nothing to do in that open world. There's a bunch of bowl. There's tons to do, and I think they did a really good job with this. In fact, I'm hoping they continue doing stuff like this in the future. And then I also played A Plague's Tale Requiem. I'm probably, I don't know, a quarter to a halfway through that, and I think it's fabulous graphics. I think they're doing a really good job so far. So hope to beat that, and I mean, so far it's really good. So I'm hoping it continues. Now I tried Pentiment a little bit, and I kind of like where it's going, but I didn't get to play that much. So I only played that for like an hour or two. But I think even for what it is, the graphics in that, even though they're like that old style, and it's done really well. I thought it's real professional.
It's meant to look like a medieval painting,
right? Right, but it's done really professional. Like, I mean, it's kind of neat looking. I
think I talked about this. I think I talked about this on Games of the Month, the last episode.
Well, yeah, I think because you did play it, yeah, and that's what gave me the idea to play. But
the best thing is you play it and you put in like 10 to 12 hours if you're exploring everything, and you think it's over, but it's not. There's another 10 to 12 hours to come after that. So you're at least getting maybe 25, 30 hours depending on how much you explore. And there is replayability on that too. Anyways,
Yeah, and I mean, if you have Game Pass, it's free in there, and Plague's Tale Requiem's free in
On
there, and
PC as well. Yeah.
and the next one that I played, Insurgency Sandstorm with John, we played all one evening. It's an older game, an older shooter, but it's actually not bad. I mean, we found out it's impossible to beat the level we were doing, but but at least we were getting lots of kills, and we got killed a lot. But I mean, it's pretty fair.
AI, the built-in opposition that's just part of the game is harder than actually playing against actual players.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
like it's like you progress one stage and then you get kicked back 2 stages. You can't win. It's set up against you.
But it was still fun. I mean, I think we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you know what? It's fairly realistic. Like you take 1 or 2 shots and you're dead. It's not like you're sitting there taking rounds. You know, you one shot, you can die.
Right.
So
you got what's the game we were playing, Andre? That was so hard. Rainbow Six.
The Rainbow Six with the aliens in it.
Yeah, Rainbow
that's very realistic.
Yeah. And with the aliens, it was realistic. I think Tom Clancy thought about that all by himself.
Russia shot down a UFO, supposedly. I saw the video for it. I couldn't tell what it was. It's a little funny thing. And under it, it said, Russia can't even beat the Ukraine. What makes you think they shot down a UFO?
But moving on, me and John played some Grounded today. Now, I played it when it first came out, when it wasn't finished, just for a little bit. And then I quit because it wasn't finished and I didn't want to go on. So then we started playing it today and I don't know. So far, I like it. Now, John has a different opinion. But I like it so far.
I'll save it. You heard my opinion earlier. It wouldn't. We would get in trouble if I stated what I stated.
Yeah. So
I'll just censor it.
No.
If he wants to talk about it, he can talk about it when he talks about his games. You know. So, but
here's the thing. When I get sick of a game or when I get mad at a game, it takes a lot. But when it happens, I go from 0 to 100 about it. Like there's no in between, and there's certain things about the game that make me very angry. Like
the ants, John. I found out that's an ant home. You fell into an ant home. That's why there was some.
I know we fell into an ant home there, but that didn't explain why the fire ants all of a sudden were spawning outside of our camp when they weren't there for like the hour before.
Yeah, but we killed them.
We killed the one because I was throwing planks at it.
Well, yeah, that's a good way to kill them. So anyway,
I didn't even know if it would hurt him. I picked up like 5 planks of something and just threw them.
Well, I think it's well done, and
we could all. That's something we could all foreplay, by the way.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, I said foreplay.
You all four. Wow!
It's like take me to dinner first, man.
I don't wine and dine you. You're lucky if I even. Never mind.
You're lucky if we don't just edit you out.
Let's move on before we get struck and get another strike.
No, we don't.
What else? We gotta get a copyright strike for that. We're just gonna get banned. What else you got? You got anything else, MC? Sorry.
I do. Me and you played Diablo 3, and we finally beat it with all the expansions.
All the expansions. That's a Diablo 3 got shit on for no reason. Well, okay, maybe there was a reason when it first came out because that was like the first Diablo with DLC and people were pissed off. And there was also, the other, like you can make purchases, but they were purchases for skins and stuff. It's not like you were getting ahead of people with better weapons and PvP or whatever.
So it's just cosmetic stuff.
It's cosmetics. And you know what? I'm okay with cosmetics because no one's making you buy the cosmetics.
That's right. As long as they don't force you to buy it to beat the game. Like, I don't like where you pay to win. I don't want that.
The only cosmetic I've ever bought in my life was buying that dog in Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Which was kind of funny and fun.
It was like what? It was like $3 or something, like three real dollars. I bought a dog in Sea of Thieves because I wanted to carry the dog with us.
So he's our pet on our ship.
Yeah. But it's great because he barks when there's enemies and stuff near, so at least like you have like a first alert system.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's really useful, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So moving on, I also bought Sonic Colors, and I really like that game so far. I'm probably further in that than I am the other Sonic. I'm probably
Sounds like a Sonic HR meeting.
Well, they just come out the same. Well, the one come out, and the one was on sale. What can I say? But
is that multiplayer?
No.
I don't think it is.
It's not, right? It's just single player, right?
I think it's just single player. I love that game.
It's good.
As an old school Sonic fan, Mike, I'm like you are. I think it's a phenomenal game.
I think it is too. I think it's good. And then I added just here at the end here that Mike talked about VR. I did play some VR games. Resident Evil's the one I've been playing mostly here lately.
How is it?
Which one?
Resident Evil is good on VR. It's really good.
Which one?
Four.
Oh, fourth. Oh, four's the best one.
Absolutely. Yeah. What is it 4 on there, John? I don't remember the number.
I don't know. You're the one that played it.
I Resident Evil, but whatever's on VR. There's only one on there.
Yeah.
No, there's 2 of them actually. They made the last Resident Evil is in VR now.
Oh, Village.
Yeah.
It's not Village. I think it's 4.
So it is 4.
The one I have is the one that came with the bundle.
Well, that would be there's only one on VR, right?
So Village might not be out yet, but I know it's coming to VR.
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we have the internet right in front of us.
We do.
I'm looking for my phone now.
So there's 4. It's just 4.
It's just 4.
Okay.
I don't think
it's just 4. Yeah, I haven't played. I have not. I have it. I own it because it came with my set. So
I have it on
Resident Evil. You'll like that because it's pretty much 3D Resident Evil.
I played multiplayer, isn't it, Mike?
No.
No, it's single player.
No. But I played 4 the whole way back. I had it on GameCube back.
I had it way back too.
Andre, you had it on GameCube?
Yep, that was the only way I played 4. I've never played any of the remakes.
I want to do a whole episode about the GameCube and how it's so underrated because it was probably the best console of that era. It was just so underrated.
No, Xbox was better.
Well, that would have been bleeding into the 360 there a little bit too.
No. The GameCube competed against the original Xbox, the big black.
Yeah, when did the GameCube come out? 2001, right? 2002? 2002.
Yeah, the Xbox came out 2001.
Yeah. Okay.
The Xbox came out 2001. Yeah, the GameCube competed against the PS2.
Yes, it did.
And the Xbox.
Yep, you're right.
The original Xbox. Before there was any 1X, Series X.
I mean, go back and look at some of those GameCube games. Like
they were great.
Just graphically, like
Smash Brothers.
Yes, well, Smash Brothers is that's a legacy.
But that was the second one that came out because the first one was for the 64. That was where kind of Smash Brothers came into its own.
Yep, Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
There was no Punch Out on GameCube, was there?
What?
I think there was. Ready to Rumble was definitely out on GameCube.
Yeah, but no Punch Out. It was on the Wii.
Yes, they had because my dad, when we bought the Wii, my dad bought the exercise board, and you could use that board for Punch Out.
That was probably my favorite Punch Out as well.
It was a good Punch Out, and even if you didn't want to play it with the Wii wands, you could play it normally with a Wii Pro controller.
That's how I played most of it as well.
Yep.
But hey, I have one last VR thing, and it actually isn't a game, but I just wanted to say something about it because they just updated it with some cool stuff in it.
Better not be what I think it is.
Big screen?
Okay.
Big screens to watch movies, okay? And you can make a room where you can watch movies with all your friends.
When did they update it?
Huh?
When did they update it?
Within the last week or so. What they've added is Disney Plus. And if you both have Disney Plus, you can watch Disney Plus games together or movies together. Each person has to have Disney Plus, but you can all watch movies in a room. But the other thing it put on there is Pluto TV.
Pluto's great.
Which is free TV, so you can watch it in a movie theater. You can watch your old TV shows like Love Boat or whatever, all that old time stuff, and all kind of old movies on there. But I just thought I'd bring it up because it's in virtual reality. You could sit in like a movie theater and you can watch them kind of movies. I know they had Netflix in there too. Well, that's its own app. But
So what about for people that like me that hate watching movies with other people because everybody just talks?
You could create your own room and invite only people you want.
But why do I want to watch it on VR instead of just on my TV?
Yeah, that's the thing. I played with it, and I'll have to take
Because it's in a like you're in a big movie theater. You can watch on a big screen where the screen's bigger than than you can see. Where you can only what I mean. You can get as close as you want to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're experiencing it with your friends. That's the main.
That's the thing.
I don't have friends.
Well, just so you know, they have rooms in there where you create your own room and let people in. So you got there people have gaming rooms in there and everything else where you can watch people game and stuff like that. So
I used the Amazon Prime app inside of there, and there was something that they did on Chernobyl. That was the first thing that I kind of looked at, and it was pretty cool because it was all the way around you. It reminded me of the old IMAX stuff that you used to, back in the 80s, 70s, when you used to go down to Disney World and you used to see these IMAX theaters. That's kind of what it reminded me of. But the Chernobyl one was interesting from a historical standpoint because this guy was taking you on a tour of the things, and you could look around, in the areas that he put you in. Most of the areas that they were in were areas that you've seen before in other documentaries and things. So, I thought the Amazon app was pretty cool from that standpoint. It did recognize my Prime membership. So,
yeah, I mean, what's nice about big screen is if you have a PC, that's where you can create your own rooms and have people, and you can actually show movies that you're watching to whoever you want. But it's actually can just run standalone on the Oculus, and you don't need anyone else. And you can watch the Pluto TV and Disney and that. And every once in a while, I do that just because it's
interesting about Pluto. That's very
on my little TV.
Huh? I like Pluto. Pluto's nice.
No, I was glad they added that because they didn't have too many stations before. So
yeah. No,
hey, the only thing TV, you come call me.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Andre?
I said when they add Tubi TV, you call me.
You never know. That could be next because they're putting the free stuff on it.
Yeah.
But that's all I have.
I just hoping, Andre, you didn't say a different one.
I thought he did it first.
TUBI, man. TUBI.
Well, in big screen, you can get some of that too. There are people who create rooms to put that out there, so
I'm good. Please turn your mic off if I accidentally walk into one of those.
At least your camera.
Yeah. So real quick, I'm gonna bust through mine. I got 3 real quick. Sonic Adventure, or sorry, Frontiers, not Adventures. That was another GameCube game, which you can't see here because of Bill Goldberg's face. But anyways, yeah, Sonic. We already talked about Sonic Frontiers. We talked about it already. MC, it's great. I'm pretty close to the end. I haven't beaten it yet, but I think I'm just about right there. And there's also a coupon inside in French for some reason for the Sonic 2 movie. Okay.
Oui.
Yeah. Second one is Final Fantasy VII Remake Retrograde. Come on.
Put it in front of your shirt. There, you can see it now.
It's black anyway.
Yeah. Well,
you can barely see the logo right there.
Yeah.
So anyways, so this actually came out 2019, like right at the end of 2019. And is the remake of the well-known Final Fantasy. I think it's a lot of people's favorites Final Fantasy VII. So it's the remake, and the retrograde edition is specifically for the PS5. You can get the remake for PS4, but if you want the retrograde edition, you have to get it for the PS5. The retrograde edition comes with the first episode of this, so there's going to be more. This isn't the entire game, by the way. This is like just a part of it. It's a decently sized part of it, and I've been playing probably about 30 hours in it, and I'm still not done. Completely redone combat system. Obviously the graphics redone. They have the voice acting and stuff in there now. They have the music is in there, and it's been redone. I think it's full orchestral music, but you can revert back to the synthesized music from the original game if you want to as well. And the retrograde edition also includes all of the DLC. Apparently it includes Yuffie. If you care about that character, it's a girl. Okay. The third one, real quick, I don't have a copy of it here because I've been playing it. It's called Wax World. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it. It actually came out in, let me grab you a year here real quick. Came out in 1992. So this is a dungeon crawler. And for those watching, I'm just going to share real quick just so you get an idea what it looks like. It's a point and click dungeon crawler where you go through, you adventure, you collect items, you kill these weird like matte wax monsters that kind of show up in here. It doesn't explain a whole lot of the story. You pick up bits and pieces like in notes and stuff like that, but I sometimes don't pay attention to them, so I don't really know what the story is. But I have like this, I like these old dungeon crawler games, and I'm playing it on Mac. On the new Mac, you can download it and run it, and it will play. I'm sure it was available for Windows and DOS. Yeah, there you go. Amiga, Windows, DOS, and Mac. So if you want to give it a try, you can find it online. You don't even have to pay for it. It might be on GOG as well. So I would check there too. If it's on GOG, then you won't even have to worry about using an emulator or anything. So that's what I've been playing. And it's cool that everybody else is playing games. I will text JM and ask him what he's been playing. Cool, guys. That's games of the month. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to 2023. I almost said 2022. I'm still using that as a date for everything. I keep putting 2022 down. Anyways, you like what you hear, hit the like button, subscribe. If you don't like what you hear, send us some mean messages, comments, and give us a down vote button, because here's the little secret. Even the down votes count as activity, so it helps. So I don't care which button you click.
We do. We care.
We don't.
We want to make stuff people want to see.
No. I have a sweaty Bill Goldberg making a face behind me. All right.
That's the way I looked Wednesday night.
That's the way I kind of look like. I kind of look like that right now.
Yeah. No, that's the way I looked Wednesday night.
All right, cool. Games of the month for December 2022 that we recorded in January, because we're like that. All right, guys. Take care. We'll talk soon.
We're going to end it in a cool note.
Geez, I almost forgot. Yes.
Our slogan.
Never gonna let you.
We're going to get copyright strike for
Gonna
that.
turn around and hurt you.
So as we all here at Techegy say, stay nerdy, my friends.
Yeah.